Okay, how about now? Y'all hear me? That was weird. My microphone wasn't picking up for a second. How you guys doing on this Friday? I'm just gonna be jumping into doing some art studies. Actually, while I'm here, I could probably show you guys a little bit of exactly what I'm working on as far as what I'm following right now. So, let me pull this up. Of course, let me know if, music and everything is too loud. Hey, y'all! We got Joe, Blueberry, and Matt in the chat. Hello, you guys. Yeah, honestly, this Friday is like a holiday for full-time workers, ain't it? Let me pull up my curriculum real quick so I can explain what I've been doing for the past, month plus. Alright, so, pull this over here real quick. Here comes the Deja Doodles explanation to what the hell I've been doing for the entire month of August and what I'm going to be doing today. So, I'm going to be working on this curriculum I put together. I think I mentioned it in the last stream that I did. I can't remember, but essentially back in July after I lost my job, which was an art job, I started applying to a bunch of other art jobs, and particularly I applied to a Nickelodeon position, and after I did so I was like, man, my hands are not great, and my anatomy in general is not great. So instead of just sitting there feeling sorry for myself, which is actually what I did the week after that, but in that moment I decided, hey, I wanted to do my anatomy studies but I never had time, and now I have nothing but time. So I spent the entire month of August putting together an actual honest to God school curriculum for myself for studying anatomy and all that. Or it's just studying a bunch of things. Anatomy is the main crux of this, but I don't actually get to the whole anatomy section until way later on. So yeah, this is a super in-depth curriculum that I put together over the month of August, just using a bunch of different resources that I have. Yeah, like I said, anatomy doesn't come into section 3, and then there's all the practice stuff, which I'm actually about to get into because I need to do my warm-ups. That's one thing that I've just never been doing after I do my art studies. So I'll do huge month spanning art studies, and then after that it's oh well, I learned the thing, and then I never do warm-ups afterwards. So I end up losing it over time. The last time I did an art study this big was in 2017. So I ended up losing it, 3 years of just of doing work and not doing anything to practice what I learned. It kind of slipped through your fingers. So today, or this past 2 weeks actually, I've been working through the gesture and flow section because with a lot of my work, the flow is not really there. Or the feeling is not really there. And when it comes to me drawing, when it comes to me drawing stuff in general, a lot of times I struggle on that sketch stage, and I start losing motivation on that sketch stage because I don't have a real solid foundation for how to very quickly get my ideas out I used to. And then, like I said, no practice, and yeah, it goes away after a while. So the gesture and flow section is the largest section that I'm going to be tackling in these studies because it's very important to have a solid idea down first before you get into adding form and anatomy and all this other stuff. So I've been working on gesture and flow for the past 2 weeks, and Professor Durag Doodles. Yeah, that's gonna be my my Zoom name on my Zoom teaching sessions when everything goes wrong in the background. You got Miss Lucille walking around the back making grits. Yeah, so past 2 weeks I've been going over this stuff, and where I'm at right now is going through my animal section. I tackled horses, I tackled deer, and I tackled cats, which is a really weird order of things as far as animals go, but I was just copying them from the books, the Art of Animal Drawing by Ken Holmgren. I was just copying the order that he put them in, and it looks like it's alphabetical order, and then you get to like the end and there's elephants and bears. So I don't know, but that's the order I'm going in. It's nice though, because I usually just draw wolves and like that's it. So to be able to not get to dogs until I get through like horses, like I've never drawn a horse until the study session, and now that's all I draw. Like I love drawing horses now. They're just such strange creatures. But yeah, so this assignment here, develop your own mannequin style, is basically what I'm doing. And it's probably better if I just like show you instead of telling you about it. So let me, where did all of my stuff go? Why did you do that? Weird, very strange. Put that in here. I gotta pull everything back up because yeah, drawing axolotls, drawing my Sammies. So basically what I'm doing, acting like I don't know how to use this program. Oh, speaking of using this program is called Mischief, and it's essentially, it is an endless canvas. So if I zoom out, like, hold on, actually it's probably better if I put something down first, like circle, right? If I zoom out, it's just it's endless. It is an endless canvas. I'm sad that it doesn't exist anymore. Like they stopped supporting it or stopped making it. But this is the version that I had downloaded like back in college. I think you could probably still, like, you can find anything out there if you look hard enough. So I'm pretty sure you could probably still find it out there somewhere. But I'm glad that I hung on to this program because I love it. And with this version, because this version is the paid version, so you can like change up the backgrounds and stuff if you want like different paper types. And it's honestly, it's really nice. So I usually use this because just the white background is a bit daunting. So yeah, what I'm essentially going to be doing, if you've ever seen like people draw, if you ever seen like during how people draw humans or whatever, and they draw like the skeleton of it first. So you got like your middle line there, you got your rib cage, your pelvis, your skull, cranium, dome, whatever you want to call it. More rib cagey there. And then you have your legs there, arms there, right? So yeah, you got your like really basic human. And what I have been doing, which I wish I had brought up, hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. No, resources, okay. There's this one book that I have that I really love using. It's called Figure Drawing, Design and Invention by Michael Hampton. And that was like the main book I had been using for Lumen, maybe PDF? Can I open it that way? What? Okay, alright, not now. Thank you. I don't know what Lumen is doing. Any of you guys ever used Lumen PDF for like... That's weird. Okay, well, I can't show you, but maybe I can find, hold on. Let me pull it over here so you know what I'm doing. Okay, so like that's too detailed. Like this. Well, that's not Hampton himself, but this is Hampton himself. So stuff like this, where you have like the exact way that well, okay. Let me back up. So when I used to do my studies in the past, I would have like Michael Hampton's book open, for instance, and then I would copy down like, okay, this is how he does gestures, and then I would do gestures like the exact same way, you know, because I'm learning from this book, and then I would move on to another book, say like Forest Drawing by Michael Matizzi, and then do gestures in that way. And then what happened is that like all these different styles started replacing one another until it got to the end, and it was like, oh wait, I don't remember how to do gestures the way that Michael Hampton taught me, or I don't remember how to do gestures the way that Matizzi taught me. So what I'm doing this time, instead of copying like directly what this person does with their art style, because this obviously works for them, like that's the way he sees art, or that's the way he sees the human figure, which is more like he does it more, I guess, bone adherent, which sounds really weird, but like his gestures are more like this. And the gesture, of course, being just what you draw to get the idea of the body down. No details or anything like that. But, let me see. And then, it's like this. So that's like a Michael Hampton gesture, right? And what I would do is I would just copy that and be like, okay, yeah, that's how you draw a gesture. But what I'm focusing on doing this time around is, instead of just copying how someone else draws it, is making my own way of drawing it, my own way of seeing it, which is this guy here, because, you know, we don't all think the same. So for Michael Hampton, drawing like the individual bones and making everything very, very rigid. So even when he's drawing, like, let's say, a pose or something, he still got, you know, he'll draw his shoulder blades in there, and then the pelvis like that, and then like that, right? So when he's, you know, when he's drawing stuff his way, he's got a lot of focus on like the bones. So you've got like the shoulder blade here, and you've got the pelvis being shaped the actual way that the pelvis is. But for me, I need to worry less about the anatomical structure, which is going to sound really odd, but I need to worry less about the anatomical structure when I draw, and more about the feeling. Because anatomical structure, yeah, you can do that all day. If you're somebody who likes to draw more realistic figures, or you're somebody who likes to draw like a lot of life drawing, then yeah, when you do your gestures, you need to take into account, you know, realistic proportions and the drawings that, or not the drawings, but the gesture that goes underneath that. But for me, being a character designer, I need to have something that's a lot more flexible. So what I end up, you know, coming with, I'm still using part of Hampton's stuff, and I'm still using what I learned from Michael Matizzi's Force and all that, but I'm coming up with like something that's a lot more flexible. So instead of drawing that wedge shape, which is, you know, the shape of the pelvis, I do more like a heart, because yeah, the pelvis is still shaped like that. And it also, as I'll show later on, it also helps me, why did I do that? I don't actually do that. There we go. It also helps me with variation if I keep my shapes pretty loose. So here, right, then I have my arms, I have my arm again, and then the legs, like that. So if I just kind of keep that could be the outside of the legs, or the, you know, the inside of the thighs. But I keep my ideas very loose, and then for males, for instance, I'll draw, instead of drawing like, you know, a hard pecs, like Hampton would probably do like that, because that's the shape of the pecs. I draw kind of like, if you see Loomis's work, it's kind of like a cape, like a superhero cape, because that's just the idea of the pecs, and that's a way that I can kind of, or in that way I can kind of like change it any way that I want to change it to to fit a character. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here, because I'm throwing out a lot of like terms and stuff, and then I'll get into like how this applies to animals and all that. So I've got my basic shapes here. I've got my rib cage. So let's say I want my rib cage to be like wide, right, like big boy, and then I got my heart shape, my pelvis shape here. Now if I was doing it Hampton way, you know, I'll show you what would be a Hampton way in a minute, but for my way, it's like, and this is of course not saying that anything is wrong with the Hampton way. This is just my way of doing it versus like how I was learning to do it in the past. So you've got that, and then you have your cranium, which could be like wider, or your head shape, not necessarily your cranium, which could be wider. And then for this little cape part here, or let's draw the arms first. And then legs, I want them to be kind of short. So you can already see how I'm able to build, like, even with just short lines, even with just like a few lines, I'm able to get across the idea that like this is a stockier person. So something like that. And then of course, if I want to, you know, add on more, I can add on more like, later on. But I need that flexibility to be able to do that. So yeah, not saying I can't do that with Hampton's like more bone structure, but it's just a lot easier for me to think in form, or think in like broad shapes or broad like strokes, as opposed to thinking about, okay, well here is the bones here, and here is, you know, like I got this, all right, and then I need to make sure I have my pecs like this, you know, stuff like that. I gotta make sure I have my cranium, and I attach my jaw to it, and yeah, so it's just easier for me to think like this than it is like this. So yeah, what does that have to do with what I'm doing today? So basically, I've for most of my studies, and actually, hold on, let me take a drink real quick, because I feel like I'm gonna be talking a lot. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So for most of my art studies in the past, I've only really focused on humans, but this time around, I would like to focus on animals too, because I mean, I'm doing a Pokemon comic, so it's like, you know, they are animals. As much as, you know, I humanize them, they are animals. So then it becomes, you know, oh man, drawing or learning animals is super duper overwhelming, because there's just so many different animals. So that's where that list comes in from, what's his name's book, from the Ken Holtgren book, is this list that I have. I'm just starting out with like a few animals for now. So we've got our horses, our deer, our cats, cows and bulls, gorillas, dogs, foxes, kangaroos, rabbits, elephants, and bears. And it's a very eclectic list, but it's somewhere to start essentially. And I've already started seeing like the benefits of just kind of starting with a bunch of random animals, because now I'm learning how to draw animals not necessarily individually, but in the groups that they're in. So you got like your plantigrades, your oh god, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that right. Digitigrades, and then you got like old grades, I don't know, like odd toe walkers and even toe walkers essentially. So you're like hoofed animals, and learning how to draw them in groups, and learning how, you know, each one of them functions in a group. Once you start peeling back the anatomy on, like, say, a horse versus a deer, you notice that they're kind of similar, but they're just, like, obviously they're made a different way, but they're similar in the way that you can gesturize them, which is what the, this is what the point of this point of studies is for me to learn how to gesturize these animals and draw them, draw the idea of them before I get to like all the anatomy and stuff. I'm just trying to simplify things on my end. Matt asks, do you think you'll try drawing the anatomy for fictional fantasy animals in the near future? Oh yeah, for sure. Like I've already been thinking about, if you look on the left side of my, if you look on the left side of my, art frame, you'll see Sammy and Cohen. I've already been thinking about how to draw the anatomy for them specifically, because they have such short legs. So I'm like wondering to myself, you know, how does that work? Now that I learned how to draw different animals. Because when you look at animals, it's easy to think that like, oh man, their anatomy is just completely different from ours. Like there is no through line there. But once you start like actually peeling back the layers and looking at the skeleton and learning like, oh, this part is the thigh and this part is the forearm, then you start realizing like, oh, so that like weird, here, let me draw real quick. So when animals are, let's say like, I got a Kiba here, right? So that like weird mass there that looks super foreign, that right there, it's just like, oh, this part is the pelvis, and then this part is like the thigh, essentially. You know what I mean? So you start learning how similar, well, how we all have essentially the same sort of anatomy, but just in different places, which is actually the main focus of, or not the main focus, but the main way I'm tackling learning animals this time around is specifically figuring out the similarities that there are between animal anatomy and human anatomy. So one actually really funny one that I found out recently, and that has to do with the whole like plantigrade, digitigrade thing. Which plantigrade is essentially like a palm walker. So you got somebody who walks, and that's what we are. We're plantigrades, I believe. So you got someone who walks on their hands, or on the palms of their hands or feet. Like for us, this is obviously feet because we're bipedal, but they walk like that. Like bears walk like that. Gorillas walk like that. And then you have like digitigrades, which are like dogs. So you got, and I'm drawing them as human limbs here, so you can kind of see how it translates, even though it's going to be really weird, trust me. But you got like dogs who walk like this, right? Now obviously dogs and cats, like they have their thumbs all the way up because they just really don't need them. Like they walk on their fingers. And then you got which why they're called digitigrades, because you know, fingers, digits, and all that. And then you got just hoofed animals out here doing their thing. Like, who cares about anyone else? They, crazy creatures, walk on their toes, or they walk on their nails. So they walk like that. If this was a human hand, you know what I mean? So it's been really fascinating finding out like the different things. And then there's even toe walkers, who I think are like two-toed walkers, and then there's like odd toe walkers, which I think are three-toed walkers. I haven't quite gotten into all that yet, but I just know that ungulates or undulates, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, even elephants are digitigrades. I didn't know that. Oh, Ungulagrades. Hold on. Here we go. Ungulagrades? I don't know, like ungulates. I guess ungulates, so ungulagrades. And then there's like, whatever. That's the even toe one, I believe. No, these are the odd toe ones. Okay, and then there's the even toe ones, which I don't know, man. I'm just studying how to draw these things. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the science and stuff behind it. So what I am focusing on with these studies is figuring out the through lines between humans and other like different animals. And then my main objective is to, the same way I made this human mannequin, which that's what I'm calling them. I'm pretty sure they have a different or a better name, but I'm calling them mannequins. The same way I made this human mannequin for drawing, which takes into account, you know, the proportions of the human body, and mainly because I know I said before that like, oh, I'm not super worried about bones, and by what I mean by that is this: I'm not directly drawing the bones as part of the gesture, but I am worried about like what direction the bones are going. So one thing I'm studying is Force by Michael Matisse, which has really been helping. And it talks about like the balance and the rhythm of the body. So like this here is a natural rhythm. That's how the bones are structured. It's a natural rhythm. And then same with this here too. This is a natural rhythm. So when I do my gestures, I do need to take into account like how that works. So, you know, I've got my human gestures. I've learned humans enough before. Like I know humans at this point, right? But my goal is to take this here, this guy here, and then translate that into animals. And I want to put together like a mannequin manual where I just draw a bunch of different animal gestures and show how to like, I don't know, just show how to do that, because I feel like there's not really a big resource like that available. So like, still takes me, as my lines are still not super clean for animals, just because I'm still learning how to draw them. But let's say like I need a horse mannequin, right? So you still have your same shapes, you still have your rib cage here, you still have your pelvis, and then you still have your head, which of course, being for a horse, is more like that. And then, and technically speaking, this should probably be, yeah, alright, we'll leave it like that. But then you move into your limbs, which are the tricky part. And you got like this bit here, because your shoulder blade, a shoulder blade on a horse is more like this, as opposed to a human shoulder blade, which is flat on the back. So you got that here, and then you got, oh, this is the top of the arm. Yeah. So this is the top of the arm here. So this is like that there. And then you got this part, which is essentially that here. And then where it gets really, really freaky and really, really strange, for me learning all this anyway, is that this here, that's the, like, this is the palm of the hand, y'all. That entire lower part of a horse's leg is the palm of a hand. And then you got your hoof, which are the nails. And I did a really cool illustration of it, of this last night, but I'll go ahead and do it again. So you got like your horse. When a horse raises its leg, let me pull this up some more. Also, well, I'll do that later, but when a horse raises its leg, right, and it's like, it's always been weird to me, because it's mind-blowing to think like, oh yeah, so this is 3 parts, and it looks like they have a 3-part leg, but that's why it's important to learn, because, you know, our legs bend at, technically our legs still bend at like 3 places, if you want to count the pelvis joint, the knee, and then also the ankle. Yes, Matt. Matt said, so technically speaking, the horse's hands are half the length of the length. Yes, that's exactly it. It's, well, yeah, they are. Half the length of the actual leg is the hand. So like, this is the way you would draw a horse if they're lifting their leg, yeah? And then if you wanted to translate that into a human, it would be like, alright, human, your forearm is here, you got your elbow here, or the top of your arm is here, you got your elbow here, and then you have your really long forearm, right? And you got your palm, and then you have your hand, like that. Or if you wanted to really make it exactly the same, it'd be like, it'd probably be longer. It'd be more like, and your wrist being really big, and then you'd have like that. So that is the human equivalent in a hand to a horse's hoof. Yeah, it's honestly very, very strange, but it's very eye-opening too to learn all of this. Every time I draw this, I fall in love with it. I love drawing this weird, funky little thing. And then you have, like, if I draw the leg. Oh, this one might take me a while because I completely forgot how this goes. Or no, is it? Oh god, it's so strange. Okay. I mean, that's the way it is. That's exactly the way it goes. But it's just so strange. Well, okay, not exactly the way it goes, because I did draw it a little too tall. Should be about the same. Yeah, there we go. And you got your... Oh man, a leg version of this is really strange. So, if I'm correct in this, oh god, okay, so you've got your itty bitty thigh here, then your itty bitty, like you got your knee, Jesus Christ, and then dog, it's terrifying. Why is it like that? Because it's a little more like manageable when you're doing a hand, but like that being the foot is just terrifying. If I'm even doing that right, which I'm not sure about, but I'm pretty sure, judging by like the way the hand is set up, that is it. Or no, did I simplify this way too much? I might have simplified this way too much. I don't know. Actually, you know what? While I have Force up, I'm gonna go ahead and look and see, because Michael Matizzi actually did his own versions of these. Wow, no, I'm right. Whoa, except the actual whatchamacallit, the proportions are off, so it should be more like, golly, it should be more here. But I'm absolutely right in that. That's disturbing, dude. Here's how Michael Matizzi drew it, which is just, golly, this is just so disturbing. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. Yeah, there we go. Nope, come back. There we go. So yeah, that's how he drew it. But you can see, you know, the similarities here between what I drew and then what he drew. God! Little itty bitty teensy thigh. Little tiny thigh. And you got the big chungus foot there. Ugh, that's disturbing a little bit. I'm gonna zoom out of that somewhere. But yeah, that's what we've been doing with or what I've been doing over here as far as animal studies go. So I guess just for like general purposes, and let me save this too. Warm up. Okay. So just to, I guess, get some things underway, here is what I have so far as my gestures. So I've got, do I want to do this with, I'm going to do this with my pencil. Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, let's, and like I said, I normally don't do warm-ups, which is just the biggest fault and the main reason as to why I don't retain a lot of stuff, because I just don't practice it. So this is, my warm-ups recently have been like hours long, which isn't bad. It's a lot of fun, but it's so interesting, like doing something completely different from the thing. Because usually I just hop in and I have to just do the thing. But also, let me know if I'm gonna be way too close to the mic because I'm kind of leaning in. All right, here we go. Let's draw some gestures. Or mannequins, really. And my mannequin style obviously still takes things from Michael Hampton and then also incorporates stuff from Michael Matisse. But the fun part is that it's a mix of things now and not just the thing. So I can change it up anywhere I want. And I've been mostly trying to find something that works for humans and for everyone else. But so far what I found is something that works mostly for humans, so they usually don't draw these portions here, but works for humans. And then also works, or there's another one, a whole other system that works for animals, which is to be expected. Like, I guess you could say this is the complete one if you were drawing a human male. But let's see. I'm gonna draw my horse first. Yeah, I'm gonna draw my horse first. Another weird thing to try to figure out is the curvature of spines on four-legged animals, because sometimes it just be kind of wild. Like with cats, they are hunchbacked, and then with horses, you would think because like their backs are so important that their backs are, I don't know, their backs always look more menacing than they actually are, but they actually have a really nice like slope to them where the neck is more prominent and the back is kind of like, yeah, I'm just kind of chilling, you know what I mean? Whereas like cats, and I'm assuming dogs too, but I haven't gotten the dogs yet, are humped. Them boys are humped. Let's see. And I usually go into this. Oh, actually, I always get that wrong. That line is supposed to go like that, knee or wrist, and then like that. And then they have big boy hooves, so I gotta work that out. Yeah, and then go in and do the back legs here. That. Big boy hooves. And the reason why I'm differentiating between the hoof sizes is because the other animal I learned to draw recently was a deer, and their hooves are really, really tiny. So it helps when because it's just, anatomy is so similar as far as a deer and a horse goes. Like their gestural anatomy is so similar that it helps to differentiate between them with their hoof sizes. And my animal gestures tend to be a lot more detailed just because there's way more that I need to keep track of. Especially since I'm not like used to drawing some of these animals. Horse! Holding lines, welcome! You came right on time for me to actually start doing some of the studies, even though I'm still stuck on warm up. Well, not stuck, but I'm still on warm up. But soon I'll be doing the actual studies. But yes, a horse. And then I'm going in order of size, I suppose. I should do a deer next. Oh my god, this is a straight line. Please. There we go. It's not exactly straight, but it also doesn't matter. What am I doing? When it comes to deer, like they have the same kind of hump, like little bit in here. The same kind of slope, I guess. But they're a lot more streamlined. Oh yeah, I've heard of BoJack Horseman. I haven't seen it, but I've definitely heard of it. I'm assuming they operate based off of, like anthroanatomy, which could range between actually doing like human anatomy, but then adding animal parts into it, like the extremity of the horse's wrists or hooves in general, but like maybe hooves with more, I guess, finger capabilities, or fingers with hooves at the end. I don't know. It depends on how you want to draw your anthro horse. But I have to take a look at the actual the horses have fingers. I have to take a look at the actual show. I don't know exactly how they structure it, but that might be worth checking out in my studies. Also, Sylveon's Dream, welcome, first of all. And second of all, I am not sure. I haven't actually gotten to wing studies yet. But the one thing I can say is that you should definitely look into like how to draw wings in general, and mostly how they relate to like humans. Oh, did my stream end? Or not end? Okay, here we go. We're back. But yeah, look. What? Okay. Are we back? Am I back? Oh, okay. We're back. I think. Sorry, y'all. I don't really know what happened. I feel like OBS froze, which is strange. You might want to hit refresh. That's weird. I was in the red for a little bit, and now I'm like... Okay, guys, welcome back. Very strange. I think OBS kind of had like a brain fart, because it was red for a bit, and then I was like, okay, I'll just try to stop streaming. And I went to try to stop streaming, and it wouldn't let me. It just froze. I know, it's been so long. I missed you, lovelies. I got lost in the void for a second there. But yeah, I typed up my response to Sylveon Dream's question in the chat. So hopefully you saw that. Oh shit, hold on. No. It's supposed to be like this. There we go. Tiny hooves. And then deer have just kind of a more streamlined body in general. Whereas hooves got that, or not hooves, horses got that big old belly. Horses got that Chairman Rose tongue. God, I just had the most cursed thought. Also, I think I discovered an error in my stuff, because I'm pretty sure this and this guy here are supposed to be almost the same length, but maybe not, or the same height proportionally. dear. I can't share this. I can't share the cursed thought. Just just know that I said that this horse has a Chairman Rose tummy, and try to put 2 and 2 together on that. Also, this deer has a tail like a dog. We've been through so much together. But I will say Miss Lucille has nothing on this cursed thought. Good luck. I hope you survive it. No, it's buffering again. Oh, why are you doing this? Okay, is it doing better now? Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's like, I guess what we might have to, that's just what we might have to deal with for a little bit. I don't know if it's because it's midday or if it's because they're doing roof work or what, but everything else is fine. My music is still working. It's just the streaming. Streaming is always taxing on bandwidth, I believe, so I guess it is to be expected. Let's fit this little guy in here. He's way too tall. Hello? There we go. I worked on a children's book about cats, and I had no idea how to draw cats for most of it. And now I'm sad because I'm like, damn, I can really draw cats now. I kind of wish I had studied more about cats. But at the time, it was also like, I'm also working, so I can't really do too much. I think I did as best as I could, which is good. But now that I know how to draw cats, I'm like, damn. If only. Okay, so horses and deer are very similar when it comes to their anatomy. Digitigrades or cats are not similar, so I need to remember how they do their thing. So I think it's like that, and then like this. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit for y'all. That's so tiny. Yeah, okay. See, I grew up drawing like cats and wolves and stuff. Or not cats, but more like dogs and wolves and stuff, so it should be a lot easier. Also, cats don't have that long of a neck. See, this is exactly why I'm making that that little book, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm making a little PDF book called the Mannequin Manual. That way I know, like, once I get all these animals down, so I have easy reference for, like, okay, this is how you draw a cat gesture versus like a dog or a horse or something. But I have them down for easy reference. I'll also make it available on my Patreon, which is now, I guess, a good time to tell you guys that I have a Patreon. Although I feel like all of you in the chat know already because you follow me on other places, but it's the far right link, or the far right name on my art frame, or on my streaming frame at the bottom there, that orange one at Deja Doodles. That's my Patreon, and that's where I'm going to be posting the bulk of these studies that I do today. Maybe not today, but I'll be posting these at some point once I get the rest of the studies up from this week. And then Is this long? Yeah, okay. And then I'll also be posting up my mannequin manual there, which will have like essentially all of these guys for you guys to reference as well. A wing reference. Oh, Jules, I didn't even see you come in. Thank you. Also, welcome. Alright, so that should be enough on warm-ups for now. Also, that's what I mean by, like, cats have a humped back. Like, their backs and their heads are, like, the same height. Whereas you've got, like, deer or horses, and they're not at all the same height. It gets a little, like, a horse is very clearly way over its back, and then you got like a deer which is like slightly closer to its back, and then you have a cat which is just to its back. Yeah, right? The curvature, well, I don't know if you're talking about my art specifically, but thank you. But then also just in general, when it comes to animals, the curvature of their spines are like, it's really nice. It's a really nice point of reference when you're drawing them. And yeah, I think that's it for that. I would say I should do some more like posing warm-ups, but I think I've done enough warm-ups for now, so I'm going to move on to what I'm supposed to be studying, which is the rest of the animals on that list. So this is going to be, let me go ahead and save this just in case something funky happens. So this one's going to be cows and bulls is what I'm going to be studying now. And should I bring over I'm trying to think if I should bring over my book reference. Or will that get me in trouble? Yeah, let me see. Well, this is what I'm referencing when I'm drawing my cows and stuff. Hold on, here we go. So I'm going to be referencing Ken Holtgren's book, and then, which, down here like this, Bull's Tune. And then I'll also be referencing the Atlas of Human Anatomy. Or, Human Anatomy. The Atlas of Animal Anatomy, and a little bit of Force, which is the book I showed earlier with the horse hooves. Ken Holtgren is so cool. Okay, hold on. Actually, I can't talk to you guys while I have this. Hold on. So I'm just gonna bring this over here. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this over here. Oh, Ken Holtgren? Hold on. I will put it in the chat in a second. Oh my god, why is this so hard to maneuver? Okay, here we go. I know, right? That's the funny thing about like drawing animals or learning how to draw animals, is that you realize that like it's just so weird, but horse butts are really attractive when you look at them. Like the way the hold on. I promise I'm not being weird, but like, let's draw a horse real quick. Even though this is my cows and bulls thing, but that's alright. They are! I made a joke last night when I was talking to a friend. I was like, yeah, I see what the bronies are getting up to now. I feel like I didn't do this much justice, but just know. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. It was wholesome until you came on here. I gotta be honest with you. But like, yeah, dude, look at that. Plus, okay, so usually it's like the stomach kind of hangs down too. It's just, there's just so many attractive shapes present there. You know what I mean? Anyway, gonna hide that along with my dignity. And we're gonna get back into this. Is this my sketch pencil? Yes, it is. I'll believe that when you aren't talking about horse rump. Well, I guess I will never be believed. Ever. I will never ever be believed at this point. Also, ooh, okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing that cows are like, they're all rump. Like, you know, you got your horse that's like this. You got your deer that's like this. You got your cat that's like this. And then you got like your cow that's like boom. Talking about the spinal cord. I'm not deleting that. I'm gonna keep that. Poppin'. So let's see. Oh, actually, okay, I lied. They're more or less like, God, they're strange. Hold on. Is that really it? Yeah, I guess so. They really do. They got the sassy walk going on. No wonder we see so many sassy cows in media. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at right now with with that. It looks like if I divide this up, no. If I divide this in half here, kind of comes to about here. And then you got like the same kind of thing going on. Yo, once I learned how to draw horses, I just like, I cracked the code for a lot. Because they're essentially the same, they're just built different. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this circus music, it's I've been listening to Sonic Vaporwave the entire time. This is Carnival Night Zone, but Vaporwave. And then of course there's the head shape. Oh, okay, so they're more like this. And yeah, horses are like the seminal animal shape. And then, oh my God, it already looks like a cow. It looks like a baby cow. It looks like a calf. Oh Oh yeah, the rib cage and the pelvis, like the rib cage and then the pelvis, those are super important. Well, for me anyway. Like I was saying before, the whole spiel about making your own gesture, it's really about what you find important and what you need to be able to visualize something. For me, I need to know just enough information to know where I gotta place things once I start like filling stuff out. It looks like these guys are, okay, very similar to horses as well. They just have much shorter. Oh, also, hold on. These are actually supposed to go way closer to the front. I think. Oh, dude, their rib cages are so big. Like, it explains a lot, but. Alright, Jules, we'll be here when you get back. Just drawing some random horns. How can is this animal like a horse? Me, all the time. How does this animal horse like a horse? Oh, well, the hooves are similar. Oh, they both have hooves. That's a thing. But like, not horses, cows are much, much lower to the ground, it looks like. Because that's like not even half. Like it looks like from here to here is half. And then they've got like intermediate size hooves. It's a lot straighter down here. Let's see. Yeah, definitely lower to the ground. And straighter. Straighter limbs. There's something not quite right going on with the neck portion here, though, that I'm going to have to address in the next sketch. What? A distorted cow moan? Huh? Are you sure you're just not... Are you sure you're just not hearing the effects of listening to me talk in general? Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that just follows me. Oh wow, I think I hear it too, actually. Oh, that's really weird. Was it on that part? So I think, okay, I think what happened here is that the neck should be shorter. Because everything else is kind of, the neck should be shorter, but then also the back should be more like this. Ah. Okay, I get it. So the neck should be shorter. And yeah, no, I totally heard it that time, which is concerning. Yeah, okay, so definitely need the neck to be shorter. And we're gonna go with that shape. Thank you, Jules. Definitely got a ways to go with this guy. I think I correct. I think I got it. So the feeling with a cow is that they're like, how do I describe this? So with a horse, actually that's too close to where I was. Here, let's go over here somewhere. So like with a horse, the feeling is you got your noble, your royalty here, right? That looking down look. Alright, I guess it would be to the front, right? When it comes to a horse, like it's very this shapey, you know what I mean? But with a cow, it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like it's more of like, hey, I'm trying to do what I can to keep the fat together. Like it's very, like everything kind of hangs, if that makes sense. Also, the shape is much more, okay, so the shape is much more triangular on the face, it looks like, too. So it's more, so it's, okay, it's kind of like, weird. Is it still, yeah, it still goes like this. Kind of like, cat. Okay, they're kind of like cats in a weird way. Okay, here. Okay, this is. Let me explain here. So when I was drawing cats, I noticed that cats tend to have a more triangular look to their faces, and then you got like that, right? And then with cows, it also looks like they have a similar thing going on, where it's like, it's flatter overall, like it's not as tall, but it's kind of a similar, like, you got your angle, you got your big angle, and then you have your more triangular face. Yeah, kind of like that, a little bit. Yeah, it's essentially like stretching out the features, exactly. I'm telling you, man, all this only comes from like doing so many studies in the past 3 days, but then also like doing them all together. So I'm not studying, you know, cats at one point in time and then cows at one point in time. I'm giving them each their individual I need to do proportions too, hold on. I'm giving them each their individual study sessions, but studying them so close to each other allows me to make better or what is the one I'm looking for? Oh, it allows me to make comparisons easier. Also, the head and the butt are the same size, or the same height here. Like, there is a... Also, these guys are very forward heavy. Strange skeletons these things have. Like, obviously the skeletons are still the same as, you know, another animal, but when it comes to the way I have to draw them and the things I have to consider, like, there's very much a forward momentum here, if that makes sense. And then everything kind of hangs down on a cow, it looks like. So you got your... And that's like a big part of these studies is figuring out like the feeling and stuff too. So it looks like almost like their rib cage is obtruding or intruding on their neck space a little bit. And then you got this here. Again, everything kind of hangs down. Yeah, so you got like... Okay. Got it. So even though it's like this, again, hanging down. Let me switch to a different color real quick for this guy. So yeah, exactly. Cows are real titty heavy. There's some heavy boys. So, or heavy girls, I suppose, since I'm drawing a cow and not a bull. So that's the very strange, but you can see how everything is kind of like hanging down despite itself. Like even in here, it's going downward, and then in here, it's going downward too. And then again here, it's going downward. Everything is very much trying to get to the ground as fast as possible, it feels like. Yeah, everything is just kind of front and, it's kind of front and ground heavy, I suppose. I noticed that you're drawing in a more realistic art style. How often you do this for humans? I don't do it very often, and even with these studies, I'm focusing more on stylizing than I am on realism, because it's easier for me to translate it if I like study with it in mind. Although obviously there's still like some stuff that I have to take into account realistically, but I don't do realism too much. Not that there's anything wrong with it, of course. Okay, I think also a really good part to, yeah, like Jules was saying, it's very front heavy. So I think a really good thing to also take into account is that like the first third of the rib cage is where the leg like ends, because they are strangely far apart. You guys notice that? Like the legs are super far apart. They have a long spine. So yeah, the first third there, and then let's see, if I had to divide the body in half like this, and I'd say like that. No. Okay, that's not even, I'm just not even gonna do that because it's not proper. Or it's not accurate measurements. Let's see. Let's continue here. Looks also like it might be beneficial to put a ball there. And then another ball here. And then Yeah, they're stubby boys. They don't have very much leg. Okay. Nope, it still looks. Okay, so they have the titty on front of that, it looks like. Because usually, like, the front part of the leg kind of leads to the titty. But it looks like these guys have additional titty on top. Lovely. Yes, they have additional titty, dog. Oh yeah, that's really much more cow-like. Yeah, it's feeling much more cow-like. I love drawing, like, hooves. They're very strange. Also, yeah, animals are really fascinating. See, again, more cow or more cat comparisons. The way I have to think about a like how long a cow's hind leg, like the first part of their hind leg is very similar to how I have to think for a cat. Except that's not curved so much. That's more straight. And then whereas where a horse's belly would be kind of like that, it seems like this kind of hinges more on like this particular area here, which then has an additional little udder there like that. And then and you still see some of the fat here too. Also, this is straight actually, not curved. Oh, that's actually a really nice cow. Yeah, definitely. So here's the difference between these two. Definitely a shorter neck, because that looks more like a camel, which I think is going to come up at some point too. But this shape, this face shape, is good. Now I just have to remember. So let's draw again. God, what a strange creature. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like something from Home on the Range. If you add more sass into it, then you'll get that Home on the Range feeling. Actually, it doesn't look like they go out that far. Oh my god, look at it! Yeah! Okay, so again, this shape here, very common in a cow. Very, very common in a cow. And if you want to give them some more characters, give them some more chin there. Oh yes, where are you? Oh yes. Sorry guys, OBS is being a little weird. I feel like it's a midday thing, but I'm gonna try to push past it. We got a pretty good amount done so far. I'm gonna pull up some. Let's see. Yeah, animal reference photos. Glad we're back. Now it's time to test out this mannequin and see if we can find some photos of cows here. I'm on animal reference photo at DeviantArt. Let me see. They have really nice pictures of, just different animals, specifically in different groups, but I guess domesticated animals are just in one group. I just need a cow. I need a solid cow. Might have to, it's a cow, but it's just the face. I might have to look on Google. But yeah, okay, look at the camel neck. Look at that boy right there. Hi. What is going on behind him? What? Okay, well that's his humps. That's strange. Why are they humped over like that? Okay, so let me just find a cow. Oh my god, I did not even take into account that they have to lower their heads. Alright, so golly, they got that grazing pose going on. You had to draw a life-size camel? They are strange boys. Oh man, okay. Let's try some, let's test out the validity of this mannequin and do some good old poses. I'm stumped immediately. Okay, so I think it's like this. Why is this cow looking like, I hope nobody's watching me? That cow really nervous. Understandable, understandable. Oh, he's got a little baby tail. Oh my god. How did you do that? How did you draw a camel on a sheet? How did you draw anything on a sheet, really? Oh, this is actually turning out quite well so far. Alright, like this, like this. Okay, cow knees are weird, they're in the front. Oh, I guess his face should be longer, yeah. Also, they're such strange creatures. Okay, let's redo this whole thing here. Let's say the ground is... I did not know cows could just reach their heads down like that. Okay, let's say the ground's here, right? We got grass. Grassy boys. Cows! Hello, Magic Cat! Also, sorry the internet keeps going out, guys. It's not your internet, it's on my end. Yeah, it's on my end. I don't really know why it's like that. OBS is just freaking out. Hold on, maybe... I'm going to try something real quick. Don't freak out. I'm gonna stop the stream and then restart the stream. So give me a second. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Let's hope that because I refreshed it, OBS is not gonna throw a temper tantrum. Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep going as usual, and then you guys let me know how things go on your end. God, okay, cows are very... Okay, cool, not as bad as before. Thank you! Also, it's turning out a lot better than I originally thought, which is good. But also, I don't know, there's still some things. The fun thing about, like, obviously, you know, doing reference after you figure stuff out is learning where you completely messed up before. So, like, cow knees are strangely far more prominent than I originally thought they were. Which is just, you know, color me surprised, honestly. Also, this shape here is not as important as this shape here, because they're kind of like triangles. Like their legs are like strangely triangles. Also, this is supposed to be straight, but I keep drawing it curved. They're strong, steady creatures. Oh, also the udders. Okay, so the udders can actually continue through the back here. Like they peek out. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now I need to find another cow doing something other than grazing. Running, maybe? Oh god, how do cows run? Oh my god, look at him go! He's trying his hardest. Oh my god. They're not very graceful creatures. But you know, they're trying their hardest. Here we go. Yeah, let's try this one. They are just so thumpy. I love it. Alright, let's try this raw cow running, y'all. Let me save this. Alright. Remember the thing. Hey, at least their butts are not as prominent. They also have like a little thing up here, I'm assuming where their horns used to be, but are no longer if they're domesticated and have their horns taken off. Oh, hold on. Still gotta remember that they have less forward mobility in the legs here, and it's more like this. Let's see. Okay, and then cow's running is. That is a running cow, yes. Also, welcome back. Okay, that's up there. Oh no, okay, that's this here. No, no, no. I was right the first time. No, I'm very confused. Hold on. Okay, so we don't see this part. It is actually just... Also, there's always like some sort of force here too. So the way the hooves are lined up, like that. And then the way the bottom ones are lined up are likely going to be like this. So even if it's not exactly like that, it'll definitely help you feel it more. And then yeah, that's a running cow. Not really sure why this one doesn't have udders, but I'm gonna do my artist thing and imagine. I think I messed it up when I did that. Yep, there we go. There you go, a running cow. Let's do a cow laying down. Oh my god, look at the babies! Alright, I gotta draw babies. Hold on. Oh, they're tiny. They're bib cows. So I want to do, so there's actually, if you notice, there's actually a really nice, like, line of flow between these two. So, like, and then, also this turns into more of a heart because it's more of a view from behind. Whereas this guy here is still kind of side view. The nice thing about doing studies is when you learn enough to be like, oh wow, so is this like this? Like for instance, with this whole hump thing going on with the cow, it's like, so the tail, if the tail is lifting, would have a hump in it, right? And then I look at the picture, and yeah, the tail has a little hump in it. Because, you know, that continuation from the spine. And this guy is being seen more from behind. I'm gonna continue, you know, I know his head is like, actually, you know what, I'll keep his head aiming down. So now, it looks like looks like since they don't have as much fat, they're not, you know, old Bessies yet. Also, technically speaking, if I want to do this correctly, I should bring his head down more. Oh, you said that you never noticed that before? What are you talking about? The less fat thing, or? Okay. Hold on, what music am I listening to? Because I'm not trying to get the stream copyrighted. Oh, it's okay, it's more Sonic stuff. Got it. I'm gonna go to Tokyo Wave. Okay. Oh, this boy here, he got more action going on. Actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. I might have to do some, I can't really see too much of what's going on here, so I'm gonna have to do some imagination on that part. Oh, it looks like he's about to jump. Also, these legs should absolutely be longer because the ground is here. Yeah, because he's about to jump. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, he's got like the little teeny hump there. Okay, so I think, even though it's not the exact same pose, I still would call this successful just because it's energetic. Let's see. It's got the same energy, essentially. Look at my babies. Man, I said this on Twitter and I'll say it again, but like, learning how to draw animals has given me way too much power. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Look at the mama and the babies! Alright, save that real quick. And then we do my final thing here. Oh wait, actually, while I'm sitting here doing this, learning how to draw cows from the side, I need to learn how to draw cows from the front, because I'm pretty sure they have some strange anatomy going on in the front. So let me pull up my other resource, which is the Atlas of Animal Anatomy. There we go. So I know how to translate those angles. Okay, so right off the bat, they've definitely got really skinny fronts and really wide backs. Let's see. So like, is that the music making that squeaky noise? Is that your chair? I think it's the music, but also it might be my chair. Also, I don't know what this is. So I'm listening to Tokyo Wave or Vaporwave is Tokyo Mix, and it's just a bunch of different stuff. There we go. That's the link to it. But it's obviously it's got like a bunch of different samples and stuff. Also, I'm noticing that cows are just like long and fat. So the rib cage is long, but it's skinny. And then the booty in the back, like the pelvis, that's where it's at. Also, gotta make sure I remember that the neck is not super long. Let's see. So, yeah, like this, and then like this. Oh, actually, yeah, like this, and then like this. Like this, then like this. So, pretty similar. Yeah, like cow knees or wrists. Well, I'm gonna call them knees. Oh my god, Holding Light, I just saw your message. You flatter me. Holding all the power. Important. Knees are important. Also, I made them too long. Hold on. Okay, so skinny, not long. Okay. This definitely has more of a like a V-neck sort of thing going on. Also, those shoulder blades are, ooh, oh yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, that's much better. So they do still go in, yeah. But it looks like, and this is a problem that I was doing with most of my stuff, is that they don't go in like that. It's just slight bow, just slight bowing in, and then these straighten out. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good, actually. Hold on. I'm being on something here. No, that's not that. That's not what I'm on to. Like, I'm definitely at some point going to have to... Oh, the titty is so skinny. It's like that. That's crazy. That's really funny, actually. The titty is that skinny. I'm definitely gonna have to, of course, look more into actual anatomy for these creatures. Right now, I'm just worrying about the gesture. Okay, so that's gonna be the front. In the back, it's gonna be something like, there we go. Let's scroll down. Ah, okay, actually the booty is also very skinny. It's just the fat itself, like the actual stomach, is just what's like poking out here. Because I originally thought, you know, going back up here, I thought that was, whoa, hello? I need to use my mouse. I thought that was part of the butt, but the butt is like square skinny. So alright, so these guys here are still like this. Yeah, which makes sense. And then, oh, too curved still. There we go. So okay. And then the tail, of course. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's do some more. Actually, you know what? I think I might move on to the bull, because I think the bull is very similar, but yeah, okay. So the bull is very similar, just more lean, way more lean. So let's define the cow here. Where am I? Okay. So, bull section. I'm aware of the fact that bulls are like always, I guess, doing that, but can I get like a version of them that's not like that? Hold on. Is that present in here maybe? Or does it skip straight to... That's... Okay, the cow and the bull. Alright, so... okay, so it kind of treats them as the same thing here, the cow and the bull, which makes sense. They're, you know, same size of the same coin, but, or different size of the same coin, but, okay, we'll just figure something out here. This one, here we go. So, I feel like it's safe to say that bulls and cows have that similar structure there, except maybe, bulls might be maybe decidedly less, because it looks like they have like this shape going on here, so they might be decidedly less like saggy and more straightforward, more powerful. But otherwise, they're essentially just like male cows. So let's. All right. I can figure out the horns later. Right now I just need to figure out the actual animal. So it looks like they still, well no, it looks like they have somewhat regular rib cages and pelvises. Like they're not as heavy, not as front heavy. They look almost similar to a horse actually. Like a cross between a cow and a horse, essentially. They don't have as much hip. Same proportions here up front with the 1/3 being where the arm is. Getting a little bit sleepy. What time? Oh, it's 2:30. I always take a nap at 2 o'clock, so every time it gets to 2 o'clock, my body is like, hey, you want to sleep? But like, no, I don't always want to sleep, body. Leave me alone. I'm assuming their hooves are about the same size too? I'm glad you know what I'm going through, Matt, because my body is like, please, just, is that like natural? I wonder if that's like natural nap time for humans. It's just 2 o'clock. Like if we didn't have to work, you know, full-time jobs or at all, everyone would just take a nap. I wonder if old people always take naps at 2. You know what I mean? Okay, it looks like they still have Okay, I think I drew the net too long again. Sleeping at 6, dinner at 4. Exactly. The day is over at 6. That's when it's time to settle down. Oh no, your coworker thought that they were boring you. They're just like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were tired of this. Maybe we could just end this now. I'm just like, no, don't worry, I'm just old. Okay, that's decidedly very good looking for a bull. Oh yeah. Actually has kind of a caribou feel to it. You know what I mean? Oh, got some Mario in here. Oh, please don't copyright me. But yeah, this is definitely. You know what? It does have a caribou feel to it, and it's because the neck is way too long. Hold on. Bulls ain't sexy at all. Depends on how you draw them, holding lines. Don't put it past certain communities to make some bulls sexy. I mean, have you seen, not even communities, have you seen Chief Bogo from Zootopia? Come on now. You can't tell me that's not a sexy ass bull. Oh no, he's a bison, isn't he? No, he's a bull. Hold on. He's a buffalo. Same difference. Golly. Look at Chief Bogo. Come on now. Like, even if you're not attracted to him directly, which I'm more attracted to the shape design. Like, look at those strong ass shoulders. He got some danky ass legs, but like still. Oh, his ears are like hanging down. That's cute. It's such a nice shape. Definitely skip leg day. Oh my god, that crying penguin. It's like worked into the song. That's crazy. His silhouette is the same as that weird shape you said cows are made of. Is it? I have heard of Hazbin Hotel. Also, which one? Which weird shape? Oh yeah, it is. That's actually a really common shape design or a really common shape to use, because I've been learning force through Michael Matisse, and that's like the force shape. So it's got like rhythm to it. So like, and I never realized, because I was just learning the concepts of this by reading the book, but I never realized how many animals and how many, you know, objects actually do have that shape, and that creates that rhythm. But yes, cows, especially like in here. Oh, I get the shape that you're talking about now. Like when I was talking about the God, cows are just made of ewes. Hello, Akira Edits. Welcome. I've got some new people in the chat this time. Glad you guys could stop by. We're just talking about cows and bulls right now, actually, because I'm working on bulls. But also, that is absolutely, you know, I could probably salvage it. Yeah, there we go. He's got more like antlers now. Thank you. I'm glad you like my cow. Wait till I get to the bulls. You know what? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good shape. It looks like bulls are sleeker than cows. They don't have all that maternal fat on them. Also looks like they have, you got those stronger necks. Stronger neck, boy. Hold on, let me do an actual bull horns. There we go. I'd like to show you a drawing, but I don't know where to show you. Yeah, definitely send me, like, either send me a link, or where is your drawing located at? I say send it to me on DeviantArt, or send me a link in the chat, and I will get to it. Oh, is it like scanned in? Do you have it digitally in some capacity? You can, I'm trying to figure out how you can actually send it. You have it digitally. How about this? Okay, upload it to Google or upload it to some kind of file saving service or file sharing service, and then just send me the link to it. Oh, wrong way. What kind of drawing is it? Also, keep forgetting that they do have that little bit there. Oh, that's such a nice shape right in here. Oh yeah, you can send it to me on Instagram too if you have Instagram. My Instagram is right up there. It's Deja Doodles. Oh, okay. Yeah, DM it to me. I probably won't see it now just because I don't have my phone near me, but I will definitely get to it tonight. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh god, what's playing? Oh, okay. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go back to my Sonic stuff real quick. And we're gonna go to SoundCloud. Okay. CD, Vaporwave. I'll play that. Alright, I'm switching over to SoundCloud. So let me know how the music level is on your guys' end. Because I have everything kind of on the same level on YouTube, but it should be, look on my art frame or look on my drawing, my stream frame. It should be under Deja Doodles. I know sometimes Instagram is kind of finicky when it comes to actually searching for people, but that should take you to me. Okay, yeah, I think that's good for a bowl. I really like this shape too. Just like, that's a good shape. I fuck with that shape severely. It might be good for my cows and bulls since they're both very ground heavy. Get them planted in there. So let's see. Woohoo! Thanks for sending. I'll get back to it. I'll go back to it later tonight, just because in the middle of the stream I don't have access to my phone. But yeah, I'll get back to it and let you know. Were you like, did you just want to send it to show, or were you looking for advice, or just so I know how to interact with it? Also, can I find a picture of a cow and a bull? Look at the babies. Maybe I just need to find bulls. Oh my god. Bull animal. Yeah, there you go. Look at that boy there. Wow, okay, so actually, it looks like there's a good amount of difference between these guys. Hold on. Look at how big those horns are. Whoa. So, oh no. It looks like they have more of a hump. Warning, spirit out of proportion is very, very sketchy. Also, I'm using my phone and... Oh god, God bless you. But yeah, no worries. I'm not gonna like fry you up or roast you up or anything. I just wanted to know, are you just showing it to me just so you can show it to me? Or do you want me to give you like tips or advice or something? And there's only so much you can do using your phone and like finger. Oh, cool! Welcome, welcome to, I guess, the Draw family, the family of artists. Why did you start drawing? That's interesting. Also, yes, Jules, they do have like a very strong triangle up front. Okay, let me try to find one that doesn't have gore. Can I just find bulls in the wild? Like, yeah, let's do that then. Yeah, their triangle is crazy. Oh yeah, if you want to send that, definitely do. You can send that too. Hey, to be fair, like, I also sucked at drawing animals for a bit. All it takes is practice. You just started, since you just start drawing, you know, obviously it's going to take a bit to get where you want to get to, but all you need is definitely practice. And, once you get far enough, I would also invest in, well, even if you just use a sketchbook, but if you want to do something digitally, I would invest in a Wacom tablet, or like just a kind of cheap Wacom tablet. That way you can still get the feeling of like drawing in a sketchbook, but on the computer if you prefer to do digital artwork. It's depending on which one you get, it can be an investment. I would just go with like the lower end ones if you're just starting out, but it's definitely worth it in the long run, trust. And yeah, they've got like strong. It's a lot less of this in here, actually. Like these guys are broad. They're like that kinda. Even though there's still a little bit here. Yeah. Still got the boob too. Still got the titty. Yeah. That's better. Why? I just don't want to see a bull's penis, you know? Oh, that's a nice one. Wait, no, does it also have a penis? No, wait. Please, go back. No, that's the tail. Okay, good. Yeah, look at this strong brother here. You know, Jules? Like, it just be like that sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to see a bull's penis. I'd like to ask for an iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil for my birthday. Oh, dude, the iPad Pro, Apple Pretzel. Whoa, the iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, I definitely highly recommend. You already got used to a tablet, and the one that You already got used to a tablet because you had one that broke and you knew drawing a lot on that. Oh, cool. So you already have experienced the tablet life. I definitely recommend an iPad Pro, and as soon as you get that mug, get you some Procreate. It's only $10. It's not a subscription service. It's a one-time payment, thankfully, and it is the way to draw on an iPad. Procreate. It's essentially made for drawing on an iPad, so I would definitely pick that up. Okay, let's try to draw this strong ass bull here. You think you can't draw without looking at your hand? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, hand-eye coordination on some of those, like lower end tablets, or I'm trying to think. I keep saying creative in my head, but it's not creative. It's Wacom. Is it Wacom Create? Is that what I'm getting at? I can't remember, but yeah, hand-eye coordination is definitely going to be hard when you start using a tablet at first, unless you start out with the iPad, in which case you don't really have to worry about that, because it definitely for me, the iPad is kind of like a digital sketchbook, where it's got the feel of a sketchbook because it's so personal, but you also are drawing digital art, so it's really, really nice. It's unlike, you know, anything you can do with a Wacom tablet, which has to be plugged into your computer. Like, you can take your iPad on the go. It's really nice. I know there's like a new one out now, but like if you have a budget, you know, you can also try to find some secondhand ones. Like, I got mine off of the how does this even work? Yeah, okay. I got mine off of the Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I have a second generation 2017 one, and it works wonders. So you like really don't need the mega updated version. Just get you one that works for you, really. Why is he so buff? Whoa! He's got like muscles here I didn't even see before. A game on my phone that runs at 60 frames per second. I'll run on iPad Pro to run like yeah, get you, like, if you're gonna invest in a new machine, get you something that can do both. If you want to play some games on an iPad, I know from experience my iPad's battery life is phenomenal. Like, that Joker just goes all day, every day. Now, the one thing I will say, and I don't know if it's just because I have an older version, but my charging doesn't move too fast. Like, it takes quite a bit of time to charge, but it holds the charge forever, it seems like. And you definitely want that when you're playing games at such a high frame rate and a portable device. Yeah, that bull, this bull got muscles in places that I didn't even know you could have muscles at. Hey, what's going on here? How are y'all breeding these bulls? Homeboy got strong ass neck. Oh, you know what? I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Okay, so on a human, hold on. Because, again, that's what I've been doing. I've been comparing everything to humans. So on a human, you have good old human here. you have this area right here. And then you have, like your shoulder blades sit on top. And then you have like your latissimus dorsi and all that junk. But like this area right here, that's what this is. That's what like this is right here. And you can see the line on the bull. You can see like the line traveling down, which is interesting to say the least. This bull got actual, is this like, I think it's the trapezius something. Or maybe this is the latissimus dorsi. Hold on. Let me find real quick. Oh, Hampton. Oh, I can't, hold on. Hampton back anatomy. Yeah, if you want to see it from a more experienced artist, it's this blue part right in here. I can't figure out what that's called. I can't remember what that's called, but... Oh my god, look! God, look at that muscle soup. Yike. Alright. It's okay, holding lines. Reinforcement is necessary because it really do be taking iPads forever to charge. Oh, also, if you get an older one, I'm pretty sure you've already researched the secure edits, but if you get an older one, just beware that like you don't get the cool magnetic charging strip for your pen. You gotta stick that shit at the bottom, and it just put it somewhere where hopefully it won't come into contact with like crazy motion and break things off. Like you have to stick it out of the charger port. So there's like a little cap on top. You stick it in the charging port, and it's just your iPad sitting here with the pin sticking out of the bottom of it, and that's how you charge the pen. The good thing is that the pen charges in like 6 to 7 minutes. It's very quick. But the bad thing is that it's very vulnerable while it's charging. Oh my god, look at that ball running. Also, I feel that not liking to draw humans. Once you like start drawing, you definitely get your the things that you prefer, your preferences. I do recommend to branch out, draw everything you can, especially at this early age. But like while you're having fun with it right now, you're learning about it. Like, yeah, if you don't want to draw humans unless they have any, unless they have ears, then go off, honestly. How do I... Okay. I don't really know how this works out, but we're gonna try it regardless. They have such a weird little like pouch here. I don't even know where this other foot is. Okay, it looks like that is not foreshadowed in not proportions, in perspective. I'm just not even thinking at this point. Alright, I have given up on this pose. Although I did get the hump good, I think. Muscle soup. Yeah. Also, seconding what Joel said, like having fun is a huge part of drawing, especially when you start out. Oh, also, you want the fourth generation, not the second generation of iPad. I have the second generation of iPad, and that came out in 2017. The fourth generation is the new one that's come out, like 2019 to 2020. That's the one you want. It's so confusing because, like, I didn't know how long iPads had been out for. I just knew that I wanted an iPad. I didn't know what generation we were on and shit. Also, yeah, you can send me the video. I'm assuming it's on YouTube. You send me like the link on Instagram too. That way I know. That way I can just check everything out later on. I really like how this bowl turned out. This guy here is wonky. Alright. I think I'm going to... Oh my god, look at him. Wow, he's coming out strong, huh? Look at the stubby legs! Golly. This man here. Okay, so I'm going to do my final things here for the bull and the cow, and then move on to what is next? What's up next? Oh, cool, gorillas are next. Lovely. Well, they're like humans, so. Alright. Oh, this is too long. There we go. Big boy. Big girl. Straight. Straight. Use some grass there for you. Yeah, that bull was doing a mad power pose. Also, you'll definitely have a lot of things that you don't like when you first start out. Trust. But it'll get better. And like the more you start, or the more you draw, the more you practice, the more you'll start being able to do exactly what's in your head. And that's when the magic starts happening. I think that's too far up. Yeah, there we go. Do I like what? Also, I don't know if you posted the link in the chat. I don't think links work for anyone but me. I would send it to me on Instagram. Because I know people have tried to post links in the past and YouTube is just like, nope. Oh, look at my cow. Oh, you did? Okay. I will check it out later on then. I'll check it out likely after I finish doing all the stream work. Or doing all my stuff on the stream. But yeah, as long as you send it to me on Instagram, I should have it. My headphones are super sound blocky, or super sound isolating, so I couldn't hear the I couldn't hear the beep because I know my phone's probably going off over there. But yes, I will check it out later. No, oh, you know what? I would venture to guess that a bowl is actually less slopey. More like that. There we go. Okay. There we go. You can also have some grass to chew on, brother. Nah, I like the lack of titty there. Actually. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I found a good shape with that leg shape there. Also, I think this is way too far to the back. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for stopping by, Holding Lines. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm glad you got to hang out too. I'm glad I got to do these this stream so you guys can like see the studies take place. I feel like we discovered bulls and cows together. I enjoyed it. Bye. Weird hat. I'm having a weird time on this last foot here. Okay, that's better. Okay. And there you have it, cows and bulls. Let me do my usual identifying the parts. Got my rib cage. I might have to leave soon just because I haven't really eaten. And I should probably eat. Also, thank you, Jules. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you guys were here and that I could do this on camera with you guys or on stream with you guys, because yeah, it was a lot of fun to like talk through all this. But yes, I need to go eat. Let me add in the kneesicles here. The knacks. And then I am going to be out of here. Boop, 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 boop. And then boop, 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 boop. Oh, I don't really need those, yeah. Okay. So, yep. Those are cows and bulls for now. I might actually come back after I eat because I still have just a long way to go as far as like studies and stuff go. So I guess you guys will see if I schedule another stream, or I'll let you know in the areas that I'll let you know. So yeah. Thanks guys for stopping by. Thanks for, you know, sticking around, watching me draw some cows and bulls and everything in between and all that, you know, horses and stuff. And yeah, this is going to be, well, first of all, hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. Crazy ass world. And yeah, also thanks to the new people that came by too, like Akira Edits, and then I think Cat's Magic was somebody else who stopped by. But it was nice to have you guys. So yeah. This is going to be the end of the stream, and it's going to be Deja Doodles signing out.